What is up there, my misfits? Welcome to Pages of Ascension, of course. Welcome all of you new people who have come along. Welcome to the tribe. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. So much gratitude for you and your likes and your shares and your subscribes. It means the world to me. So welcome to your Zodiac season guide. This reading is for mutable signs. So mutable signs consist of Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. So these particular readings are based on the quality of your sign in the Zodiac. So if you fall under one of those particular signs or the houses that they rule, this reading may resonate for you. So okay, let's go ahead and dig in. So, I hope everybody's doing okay. Everybody, of course, is staying safe and healthy. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle just a little bit. I already shuffled off a camera, but I like to shuffle this particular one just a little bit while I'm on camera, and we're going to get what... Oops. Oh, I guess that's what it is. So it's interesting. Normally only one of these cards, like I only do one of these cards. All right, so mutable signs. Okay, so mutable signs. Follow your dreams is the theme for you for this Gemini season, all right? So Gemini season runs between May 20th, 21st, all the way to June 19th, 20th, I believe, or between the 19th and the 21st. Apparently it varies by year, and we're in a leap year, so things are things. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started here. So the deck of choice for this month for y'all is the New Era Elements Tarot. Oops. Take those out. And I love this deck. I love it so much. It is so beautiful. It's got that sepia tone that I just absolutely love. Oh, look at that, the Fool. Starting something new this Gemini season, huh? So... very interesting. But yeah, this deck is awesome. It's very modern. The pictures are very modern. It's just great. So bear with me as I get your cards out. We are doing 7 because we're looking for a tipping point for you. Some things are hopefully not going to go too out of frame. Can you still see that? You can still see that. So, there we go. Okay. Okay. Ooh. All right, so your tipping point is comfort. 4 of Cups. Bear with me as I... Give me a sec while I organize this so I've got a little bit more space on my table out here. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have the Star in reverse. Ace of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Yes, Ten of Pentacles. Get all those grapes. Four of Cups. Excuse me. Not... Oh, no, I said that was Four of Cups. Okay. Five of Pentacles. In reverse, excuse me. Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful elephants there. And then we have this, the Tower in reverse. Okay, mutable signs. So here's what I'm seeing. With follow your dreams being the theme for you for Gemini season, I feel like that there is something that you want to do, or you might even actually have multiple ideas or multiple directions that you're considering going in here with the Star in reverse. And it's a matter of you trying to decide which direction to go. I feel like that's where you're stalling right now. Okay? That's actually preventing a Tower moment from happening. Actually, we'll get to that in a minute. So, in any case, I feel like you've got multiple options as far as what you want to go for, but with the Ace of Fire popping up, what it's telling me is that you need to follow your passion. Your passion... I feel like what this is telling us is, telling you anyway, is that you need to follow your passion, because wherever there is passion for you, wherever your passion is where your wealth is going to come from. That's what's actually going to bring you comfort, or this feeling of satiation, if you will. The tipping point, that is, you know, that's what you seek. That's kind of what your goal is. So, like, when it comes to this side, I feel like there might be, I don't know if it's just like it feels like a job. Like, this feels like it has to do with employment, to be honest with you. But whatever it is that you're doing, you're not finding it. Okay, so let's talk about this side here. Now, I feel like what you're in right now, mutable signs, is that you're actually feeling trapped where you are. Whatever job you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing that helps to keep your finances solid, okay? Whatever the tangible is, okay? This is not something that you feel, I would even say, safe in to some degree here. You know, so with the Five of Pentacles normally being like left out in the cold, right? That's what people will commonly say. And it's upright. At least in this specific deck, in its reverse, it's basically talking about being tormented, like being stuck in a situation that you can't get out of, and finding insights as to why you feel that way and why you are with the people that you're with, okay? Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or a Scorpio, I'm feeling. Now, normally I would say with the Tower, I'd say dodging a Tower is a good thing, okay? But in your case, with this, in connection to the Follow Your Dreams card, it's not. By continuing to stay in this situation, you're actually preventing yourself from going after what it is that you should be going after. This is diverting you from your path, whatever this is. Again, I don't know if it's a job. I don't know if it's a group of people. It feels like it has something to do with employment, mutable signs. So whatever it is that surrounds and how you make money, that's what I'm feeling. It's something with that you feel trapped. You feel like you can't get out of. And there's a lot of indecision on what direction that you should, that you should go. I'm guessing, I feel like with the follow your dreams card coming out, that there's some type of opportunity that is being presented to you, and you're just not sure if you want to go for it or not, okay? It could be coming from a fire sign, but not necessarily, okay? This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Let's get some clarifiers going, because I feel like the issue that you're dealing with right now, specifically Gemini, I said Gemini. Okay, so it could specifically be for a Gemini that I'm speaking to here. That's really interesting that came up. This is the mutable sign reading, so this could apply to any mutable signs. But specifically, I'm hearing Gemini, as you just heard with that Freudian slip. So, this could be you. If you're a Gemini, this could specifically resonate. But in any case, mutable signs, with the star card being in reverse here, I feel like the issue is that you don't know which direction you should go. And what Spirit seems to be communicating to me, through me to you, is that you need to go after what you're most passionate about. Because what you're most passionate about is going to allow you to accumulate the wealth and comfort that you seek. And by going for what you're passionate about, you completely change this scenario right here. You know, you leave them out in the cold, you walk on towards something better. Building sustained growth, okay, for whatever it is that you want to go out of, and you allow yourself the catalyst necessary to change and to course correct you, okay? And it's one of those things that can be said. Either you course correct yourself or the universe will do it for you. Trust me when I say it is much more comfortable and a lot more pleasant if you course correct yourself, okay? So yeah, this is a battle that you've got going on within yourself. Whoopsie. This is the battle that you've got going on within yourself right now. What's this opportunity? No. Why are you battling yourself? Why is there so much indecision? Indirection. King of Earth. Because you're looking for something, you're concerned about the stability of it all. Of making sure that your home is stable, your finances are stable. If you have a partner, that they're stable, that your family is stable. Like, you're concerned about the influx of money, or even there could be lack of money, and going after what you're passionate about. And it really could just be an issue with perception on your part, okay? You could be thinking that what you're going to go after is not going to make you a lot of money, but that's not necessarily the way things work. Yes, to some degree, you want to make sure that whatever business that you're going into can actually return you a profit. But at the same time, there's something to be said of energy. When people do what they love, the money flows. That's how it works, so keep that in mind, especially with these two being together. I feel like the Ace of Fire here is like, it's the torch. It's like, if the money tree for you were a bonfire, okay, and you're just looking at a big pile of sticks that's supposed to be this thing of wealth that hasn't catalyzed and materialized. This Ace of Wands is the catalyst. It's like taking the torch and putting it on the pile of wood and logs, and the bonfire going up in flames, okay? It's the catalyst to this happening for you. So I would suggest to you to really take a look at what it is that you're truly passionate about. Like, have some deep thought. Allow yourself to go deep into thought, here with the Eight of Pentacles, of what it is that you value, like what it is that makes you feel good. What connections do you feel like help you grow? Okay? Because I do feel like it's connections connections are a situation, okay? So, either people that you're working with or the job itself that is not the right fit for you, okay? So, we've got, yep, Three of Wands and the Scribe. Interesting. So this is the Page of Swords. So we have, the three of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah, your passion is movement. It's picking up and going off somewhere else. The Fool was at the bottom of the deck. As I was shuffling, y'all saw me point that out, right? So with the Scribe here, I feel like for some of you, you actually want to write. Like, you want to author something, write something, communicate something. I mean, so whenever I see the Scribe, I feel like it's specifically not just writing, but so much as it is communicating, okay? It's communicating. So there's something that you want to communicate, and whatever it is that you're going to communicate, it's something that you're passionate about, and that's what's going to lead to your wealth. Okay? If the Two of Pentacles, I just said Two of Pentacles, not Two of Pentacles, excuse me. If the Two of Wands is a card that is about making a choice and the direction that you want to go, the Three of Wands would be the card that speaks to you stepping the first foot on the journey to making that, after making that choice. So I feel like specifically what some of you want to do is you want to write or you want to speak, going into something of writing or speaking. And I feel like this is one of those scenarios actually where you didn't choose it, it chose you. I hope that makes sense. Let's move on. Yeah, this is definitely divinely guided for you, I feel, okay? Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what's going on. So we've got love here, and then we've got death and rebirth. Sorry, I know that this isn't super easy to see the space that I am working with right now. All right, you're going through a rebirthing process, mutable signs. And the reason that you know this is because you'll find that everything begins to aggravate the hell out of you. Like, people will begin to aggravate you, things will begin to aggravate you. And it's like this aggravation is coming from a sense of unfulfillment. That's this right here. This is where all that aggravation is coming from. And it's coming from here because you're not following your dreams. That's why you're going through this time. That's why everything seems so bleak. You're in the process of a rebirth. Okay? This is huge. Let's make sure you guys can see that. You can't see. There's a little baby in there. Okay. I feel like for a lot of you, you're realizing that the fulfillment that you get in your work is because you love it. And you don't love what you do right now. You don't love what you're involved in. You don't. I feel like whatever this rebirth is that's caused, like, I would say, an outpouring of love for you, it's like it's changed the way you, how do I put this? It's changed priorities, sure. Okay. It's like this time has allowed you to kind of get comfortable with yourself. And because of that, you've come to recognize where it is that you're uncomfortable. You've come to recognize the dynamics of this particular situation over here, okay? Again, whether person, place, thing, job, okay? And I feel like in some cases, some of you have made the decision and you're walking away. Like, you've already gathered your knapsack. You've got whatever this catalyst was, which I feel like for some of you, it's this, the Rona happening, and the disruption that caused in your work life. Like, you've got your knapsack. You've gotten the catalyst that you need in order to move. And I feel like you got the message. Now, I don't know if this came through as like an actual physical message for you, from like another person, or if this was a download, a message in the wind. We'll say a message in the wind because that could be either. But you got the message that you needed, and it provided the catalyst for you to get going. And we're working towards, your wealth and what truly makes you happy. All right. That's what's driving this right now is, does this make me happy or not? And honestly, that is the best thing you could be doing right now, is asking those kinds of questions, because this particular point in time has presented us with the opportunity for a restart, effectively, if you choose to work with the energies that way, okay? You walked away. You're happier for it. There's more love in your heart because of it. Or what will be coming is more love in your heart by walking away from the situation. And by doing so, it triggers a rebirth in you, allowing that love to penetrate your heart chakra. Because right now I'm feeling like you're blocked off because of this over here. So tell me a little bit more about this situation as a whole. I think for as far as like what direction to go, you need to be using your intuition. You need to be. It's suggested that you use your intuition to determine what it is. Like, even as I say, what makes you the most passionate, there's probably already something that comes to your mind from that. That makes you the most passionate. So I want to know a little bit more about this particular situation. Ooh. Okie dokie then. One more for our mutable people. Let's do that one. Okay. I think you're dealing with So some of you right now are dealing with Okay, I'm getting two things. So either you're dealing with a very greedy woman who has a child or children, or you're dealing with a very greedy woman who's playing off like she's innocent, like she's coy, like she doesn't know what she's doing. Okay, that's kind of how I'm taking, at least initially, this Queen of Air with this combination. Ultimately, however, what I feel like it's saying is that you need to embody the energy of the Queen of Swords in this situation and cut that shit off at the knees. It's time for it to go. Okay? Your wealth lies, literally, is dependent on you cutting the situation off and starting new. Okay? We've got newness all over here. 2 infants. Oh, there we go. It's time for you to exit this situation. That's how you regain your innocence. That's how you are able to find the nectar that's specific for you, okay, is to follow your dreams, cut the situation out like the Queen of Swords, and let it go, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and dig into what your message is. With the message that the guys are trying to get through to you. Oh my goodness, okay? So it's the quest. Okay, it says, plunge boldly into life. This whole situation coming up for you, mutable signs, is an opportunity for you to course correct, to self-course correct. Okay, for some of you, this might be course correction coming down from the divine, and the situation is just wiped out for you. Okay, but I feel like part of your lesson in this situation, at least for Gemini season, is to not only go after what you love, go what gives you life. Okay, if it does not give you life, it is too small for you. Period. Point blank, period. Okay, and I feel like part of the lesson for you during Gemini season is to not just recognize the dynamics, the unhealthy dynamics that are going on in your life that need to be amended or removed, okay? But it's also having the courage, Ace of Fire here, the courage to cut them off yourself and not wait for the divine to do it for you, okay? It's like that scenario of someone who just like waits it out so someone will break up with them so they don't have to break up with them. Like they do everything they can to be a jackass so the other person will break up with them so they don't have to. It's kind of that, but you're playing chicken in essence with the divine on that, okay? The divine might keep you in this, in this cycle, in this situation, keep you tormented, keep you unhappy, keep you from getting corrected onto your actual mission and your actual path, because you won't execute and you won't pull the trigger on it. You won't say, this has got to go, I'm cutting it out, it no longer serves my highest good, I'm moving on. That's what this is saying. That is what your job is, I feel like, during Gemini season, okay? So what your soul lesson is for Gemini season is service. So that's interesting. It says, I feel good when I can help others. So for some of you mutable signs, it's possible that this thing that you want to write about or this thing that you want to communicate about is actually in service to other people, in somehow, some way. It could just be relaying your experience and saying, hey, this is my experience, I understand what you're going through, you're not the only one. That's just an example off the top of my head. It could be many things. For all I know, you could be, writing a how-to guide on how to fix TVs or something, because tinkering with TVs is something that you're really passionate about. Or for some of you, it could be sewing. You love to sew. There's nothing you would love to do more in the world than sew. So it could be you, for example, starting your own YouTube channel and being like, hey, these are the really cool things that I sew. I sew, covers for chairs. Just for example, or quilts, or whatever it is. It could be plants, it could be cooking, whatever it is that you want to communicate, okay? Spirit is saying to follow your dreams. I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's nothing I can do about it. So Spirit is telling you to follow your dreams, okay? And your soul lesson is to follow the dreams that give you passion that also are in service to others. So for whatever reason, part of your mission, I feel like, at least for those of you who are resonating with this, is to be of service to the larger community, okay? However that fits for you. So with that said, thank you so much for joining me, Mutable Signs. I truly hope that this reading was helpful for you. So much gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched all the way to the end of the video. I look forward to seeing how this all plays out through other readings that I'll be doing for you over the month of May and going into June, okay? Especially with the Zodiac the actual Zodiac readings that I do. I'm very curious to see how this plays out for which sign. So, again, remember, you can head over to my website, POACreator.com, if this resonates and you want to look a little bit more into your individual situation. You can also check out the Zodiac readings. They might have more information in there for you as well. And of course, definitely hit me up on Patreon. Lots of cool stuff is going to be going on over there. And you can follow me on social media. So with that, of course, much love to you. I will check you later. I hope you have a wonderful Gemini season. And I look forward to doing a video for you in Cancer season. All right. Peace, Mutable Signs.